Okay, gents, I suppose if we just start with your assessment of the last two games, obviously Saturday and Tuesday.
Good performance against Salford. Obviously we played a really strong team, what we classified as 11 men. In the second half we played really good stuff and they edged it. And against Barnet I think we were good value apart from the first 5 minutes. As the game went on in the first half we got stronger and stronger. The second half I thought was the better team, we was more on the front foot and we deserved to win.
Yeah, I'd say that. I thought Salford were better than us. I did. Stronger than us all over the pitch. But I actually felt that once the second half came, we adapted to it, and I can't really think they had too many opportunities. And I thought it was reasonably even, but they were better than us. There's no doubt about that. The Barnet game, much like Hack says, I thought they got a good goal, to be honest. I thought sometimes you put your hands up and I thought they got a good goal. But as the game wore on, first half wore on, I think take the first 20 minutes out of the game, I thought we probably might have edged it, but I'd say it was even. I thought the second half we were much superior. I do. I thought we got good goals. And I look at highlights of games, like things that I look at and go, I'll tell you what, that's above the level. That's what we're doing is above the level. And I don't think we've said it much since we've been here, and I probably wouldn't think it's been said much before. But I think on 88 minutes we've gone from dead ball line where our goal is. I think with one touch passing to get Blair Turgott in with an effort at goal. And I've actually took the clip out and put it on my phone because that's top. I don't care what level, that's top stuff. It's not easy to do. One touch, controlled, movement. Yeah. And we said today that a lot of the work that we do, we've actually seen coming through in the last few games. We've seen it coming through without sometimes an end product. But we scored 2 goals against Harrogate. We scored 2 goals against Barnet. And if I look at the run of games that we've had, by and large, most of the sides that we played are battling at that end or are in a great run of form. Barnet had gone 7 games without conceding a goal, 7 games unbeaten. We played Ebbsfleet, who were challenging for the playoffs, and thought we'd done well. We played Eastleigh, who I think were top of the form table. We've played Salford. We've played Harrogate. And I think we played Wrexham at Wrexham. And I think that our performances now are matching most teams. I really do. Not winning enough games because we lack a little bit of quality in certain areas. But in terms of playing in the games, we've been really happy.
Obviously don't want to dwell too much on the relegation, but if we just cover it ever so slightly, obviously we knew it was probably coming, but still gutting when it happened last Saturday.
You know, when the club spoke to me about coming, and I sort of went away and I thought, come back, spoke to Bill, and I'd seen the game here against Maidenhead. You know, I said, Bill, listen, if I come, I want to bring someone with me. But I want to make it clear now, if you think I can come here and whoever I bring with me can wave a magic wand, I can't, it's not possible. You know, sometimes you can go into clubs and you see it in lots of places and they say, do whatever you want, just keep us up. Whatever you've got to spend, do it. It's not the case here, and I didn't expect it to be. It's not something that bothered me neither. Which is one of the reasons that I wanted Hack to come, because I want him to push himself on. And the way I looked at it is we have to build a club and build a philosophy and have a way of playing and a style of playing, and I think that we are seeing the way that we want to play in the games now. And I said this isn't, and the club knew, they was aware, this isn't a short-term fix, you know, because we don't have anything to short-term fix. With the greatest respect, there wasn't a structure here. We have no scouting system. You know, I'm not moaning about how it was done. But if we want this club to get back and challenge to try and get out of this, we have to have a structure at the club. And as much as we need it on the pitch, we need it off the pitch. And so the relegation is bitterly disappointing for us, but more so for supporters, because they were here long before we come, and they'll be here long after we're gone. And that's a disappointing thing for me, and I know it is for him, that we couldn't do that for supporters. But there wasn't any way of making it a quick fix, because the financial side of it wasn't there. And I'll be honest, if it was a quick fix that they wanted to do what you want to stay up, it wouldn't have included me. I can't speak for Hack, but it wouldn't have included me, because you know what, I've learned over the years that you can do it and it can be done. Barnet done it a couple of times with Martin Allen, and Martin done fantastic. So this isn't about Martin, because he done like 2 brilliant jobs at Barnet. The club still ended up eventually going down along the way, because it's got to have a structure there, and that's the main thing for me, to put a structure in. Short-term success can be false economy. Live now, pay later. Well, we've gone down, but if we can put all the things in place, maybe we can get it back to where it was, or where it wants to be, and whoever comes after us won't have the problems I don't think that we've encountered.
Has there been a change since we've been mathematically relegated? More of a focus now on getting things right for next season?
I think that started from the day we got here,
Yeah,
to be honest with you. It didn't start just now. I think it was a process that we thought that we needed to do from the day that we got here. We had a look at the squad that we had and everything else around it. Like John said, the structure needed to be put in, and we've been slowly doing that since we've been here. And it's like, no one likes to get relegated, but we obviously knew that may happen. But that was implemented from the day that we got here, with everything that we've done in the office and away from here, making sure we put things in place, and slowly but surely we're going to hopefully see the benefits of that, and I think we are seeing the benefits of that now, and it's just about a matter of time now when it all fits into place.
Have you started talking to the players? I think when we spoke to you last week, John, you said that process will probably begin this week.
We've spoken about it. We've put some dates in now. So from here on in, we'll be speaking to every player. Until it's really difficult. Until it was mathematically, until it was mathematically, you don't know what levels you're talking on. And we could have gambled it and said, well, look, we're going to go down. But I don't want to tell players we're going down, even if there's 6 games to go and we need sort of 18 points. I ain't going to tell them we're going down. So what we thought was, look, let's wait till it's done, and then let's start doing it. And so between now, probably Monday of next week, and the Easter period, everyone will be spoken to, and we'll tell the ones that we'd like to stay. They may not want to stay, because most people are out of contract. And we'll also tell the ones that we don't really want to do anything with. Obviously, budget-wise, it's a lot different. So we have to sort of be reasonably selective about the resource that we have and how we use that resource, but we've discussed that, so we have a plan.
In terms of I suppose people coming in, do you think it'll be quite quick after the season, I suppose, because you've had this time to do the groundwork, that will start to bring players in?
I think it will be a bit of both. I know he's going to talk. I know he's going to say. I think it's because I've dealt with player side, to be honest. So I think it'll be a bit of both. We have identified some targets and we have had talks. So I think it'll be a little bit of both. But I think that what we need to do, we need to identify positions and then identify players. You can't identify one, because if he says no, you've got to have 2 or 3. And sometimes, players being players will always think they get a better club, better offers, better this, better that, when they don't. Well, if you've got 2 or 3 there, you can sometimes end up with something you want. It's great to get your first choice, but sometimes it's your second choice, third choice.
4th.
I think it might be worth just clarifying. So we're going to stay 3 mornings a week next year. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think that is, nothing's changed.
No,
We want to continue doing what we're doing.
I won't rule out 4 mornings neither.
Yeah,
I won't rule that out.
it's going to be more beneficial to us as a team and as a club if we do that, and hopefully that will reflect on our performances. So, you know, we don't think there's a sudden need of change in the timetable. It's just making sure that players we're getting can do that.
I think at the moment there seems to be a bit of a school of thought among the support that we'd be better off going part-time and picking the best semi-pro players. I think maybe it would just be worth explaining what your thought process is by staying full-time and picking, I suppose, those young hungry players.
My experience, there's 2 pools of players that you pick from. People that are full-time, people that are part-time. Part-time players, there's a group of part-time players that actually want to try and be full-time players. And for various reasons, sometimes it's financial. If you're a married man and you've got 2 kids, and hypothetically you're earning at work, say you're earning £30,000 a year, and you might be earning £15,000 a year from playing part-time football, you've got £45,000. If they've never been pros, very difficult to go and get 45 grand a week somewhere, a year somewhere. So it's very difficult for them. But what I've learned, if you like, is from taking people. I'm going to name drop, but only to get his point over. Of taking a Craig McCall-Smith, a Shane Blackett, a Danny Green, Dominic Green, Dwight Gow, and Matt Ritchie, want to be full-time players, and they're people with talent that haven't got families, haven't got responsibilities, and just want to be players. And I feel that going forward, maybe not straight away, but going forward, that you can find some exceptional players. I think Justin Amluza is going to be an exceptional player. He won't come here part-time. I think that the centre forward from Herne Bay could be anything, and he wanted to be a full-time player. Would we have got him if we... Will we lose one there? Yeah, maybe we might lose one and lose one here. But I think we'll gain longer term out of doing what we're doing, because Jake Embry, I think, can score goals. I think he will become a goal scorer, like at this level and above it. And with the greatest respect, if you've got him scoring goals, you've got Justin scoring goals, there'll be scouts coming watching these players, and I think they can be worth a lot of money. And this is a process. As I said, this what we're doing is a process. And whenever you start anything, it takes time, and I know it takes time. It's going to take time. But as I said, I have a way of doing it. I've always done it. I can't change doing it because I don't know any other way. And I think this, for us, when I say us, I mean us, this club, I think it is absolutely the right thing to do at the moment.